Canada and China have now announced a massive new agreement, and Mark Carney, the Prime Minister, said this sets them up well for the new world order.
And I believe the progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order.
And this partnership is huge. However, everyone's caught up on that phrase, the New World Order, and they've gone straight back into fear. People, let go of the fear. We are in full control, meaning all these countries, including President Xi, including Mark Carney. And if you even look at the phrase New World Order, yes, there is a new world and it is all in order. We're seeing it, peace around the world is in order because of Donald Trump. If we go to the Q post, it refers to the New World Order from before, and then you can start making sense that that's no longer. But look at this one. It says, what if China, Russia and others are coordinating with President Trump to eliminate the NWO? Vladimir Putin said the New World Order worships Satan. These posts were from 2017. So who was the New World Order then? Because there was a plan to destroy America. Or it's the House of Saud, Saudi Arabia. House of Saudi Arabia controlled US. It says follow the money. Donald Trump told us to follow the money recently. However, it says what power shift recently occurred was a new king appointed. You remember the sword dance. It says coincidence, dark to light. Why is this relevant? And it says one side of the triangle is removed for the first time in history. The other sides have fallen. The 3+, the 2+, and the 1+. Well, the 3+ is Saudi Arabia. Look, who are the puppet masters? And these were the people that were in control, or they thought they was. But the military were always hiding in the shadows. Look, the House of Sauds were 3+. Rothschilds was the 2+, and Soros was the 1+. It says focus on the above three. Look, the Rothschilds were cult leaders, the church and the Pope, the banks and the financial institutions. Well, you're hearing about the Fed recently as well. Look, worldwide government control because they owned all the worldwide banks. Government controls people. Saudi Arabia, oil, tech, sex and children. Look, Saudi Arabia controlled assigned US and UK politicians and tech companies primary. Soros controls organisations of people to create division and brainwash. Look, plus management of operation of slush funds. And then Q tells us, look, wealth over generations buys power. Power over generations buys more wealth and control. More wealth and control buys countries and its people. The families combined, the tri equals the NWO. Look, the inner tri families will collapse. And at the bottom it says return to Saudi Arabia. Look, strings are cut, the 3+, which left the puppets, the 3+, in the shadows. Each side of the triangle controls a certain subset of power brokers. And Mark Carney even gets asked the question again, can you tell us what the NWO is?
Yesterday when you met with Premier Li, one of the things you said in the public remarks was this partnership with Canada and China, this new partnership, sets us up well for the new world order. What did you mean by that? What is the new world order?
Well, it's a great question, Brian, because I think the world is still determining what that order is going to be. And
he gives about the partnership, what they've got going on.
This partnership does is in areas, for example, of clean energy, conventional energy, agriculture, as we were just talking about, and financial services, but the evolution of the global financial system, the evolution of cross-border payments. I know it all sounds very dry.
But it's bringing our awareness to this now. Trump told us to follow the money. Q shows us who the NWO were, who worshipped Satan, who had control of worldwide governments. But that's no longer. So people, let go of the fear now. We're in full control, and it will be a new world of order, because it's order out of chaos, and there's no more chaos unless you're getting caught up in fear.